gotten someone new I'm going to check out today. This is called Best Practical Joke Ever. I think the guy's name is Josh Wolf. I was just looking through my list to see someone that, a name that I hadn't checked out yet. So this one, it's more than 10 minutes, about 11 minutes long. I don't know the first thing about Josh Wolf. I don't know the first thing about his comedy. It was just recommended to me. That's all I know. So I'm going into this completely blind. Let's see what it's like.
I love practical jokes. This is my best one ever. My buddy asked me to throw him a bachelor party. And I was like, man, you don't want me to do that.
Huh.
I said, I'm a comedian. I always go for the laugh, and then I hope we can shake hands and be friends later. But I'm going to fuck up your day. And he was like, I don't think you'll do that. I said, I don't think you're listening.
His face.
I'm already trying to decide how to fuck with you, so...
Oh, dear.
Can we just, not have me do it? And he was like, buddy, you've been to Vegas more than any of us. You planned the party, you get the girl. Now, look, I got him a girl for the end of his party. That's what he wanted, a stripper. I'm not a stripper guy. I never have been a stripper guy. I don't really care. But he wanted a stripper for the end of his party. That's cool. I wanted the beginning of the party to be for me. And what did I want to watch? What do I like way more than strippers? I like weird shit.
Oh, dear.
Guys, if you're like, hey, man, this is about to be some weird shit happening in an alley, I'll be like, I'm going to fucking watch that. 100%. I love it. How weird? I wanted people walking out of his party like this. What the fuck just happened in there? Like, was some guy walking out with a limp? Like, why are my hands dirty? Like, weird shit, right?
Okay.
Where did I think I could find that? I went on Craigslist in Vegas. Oh, guys, I have never felt so horny and sad at the same time in my entire life. Scrolling through. It's all sex stuff. I don't want that. I want weird. And then weird jumped off the screen at me. This woman's advertisement was 3 words. That's it. And those 3 words were, I'll wrestle ya. And I was like, fuck yeah, you will. That at least deserves a phone call, I think, right? I call her on the phone. She is 6'250". And her special skill is that she'll come over to your house, she'll get naked, and she'll toss you around for a little while. And I was like, well, what time can you get here?
Oh, dear.
So she shows up, and I open the door, and she's legitimate 6'250", right? And she's holding a foot-long sub and 24 buffalo wings. Not kidding. And she waves them in my face, and she goes, you got a room where I could go fuel up before the match? And I was like, first of all, fuck yes I do, right in there. And I said, second of all, you should know that the person you're wrestling today doesn't know there's going to be a match.
Oh, no.
I don't know if that changes your professional approach at all.
Oh, my God.
So
I hope
she goes off
this.
into her room. My buddy comes over, and we've got him on a stool just like this one. And my other friends are standing behind him, and we got him blindfolded. And he's, well, I don't want to ruin the surprise,
Sorry for that. An ad happened in the middle of the video. Let me go back just a skosh.
Ruin the surprise, And he's like, oh, this chair is one Ralphie May away from an accident. I'll tell you that right now. Oh. You don't think he knows he's 900 pounds? He fucking knows. Look at this. So, he's sitting there and he's like, I'm so excited. And I was like, me too.
Yeah. Oh, God.
And he says, I'm ready. And I said, okay. And I call her out. Now, none of my other friends knew what I had planned. So when she walked out of that room naked, collectively, they were like, what the fuck? And as she got closer, I saw she still had buffalo wing sauce around her mouth. I was gonna get her a napkin, but I was like, I'm sorry, that shit is too funny on your face. I am so sorry. So she stands in front of him, 6'2", 250. Oh, I forgot to tell you the best part. My buddy, 5'8", and 140, and like a woohoo, like a soft 140, right? So the size difference alone, like I don't know what's gonna happen, but I'm pretty sure I'm gonna fucking like it. And he says, I'm ready. And I said, okay. And I take off his blindfold. And the only word he could get out of his mouth before she ripped him out of his chair was, why? Right?
Why?
And she lifted him up like this. His little feet were dangling in the air. She started to toss him around the room like a rag doll, and we were all like, guys, she would jump on top of him, and he had to push her fat out of his face to talk to us. He would be like, tell her to stop. How long is she gonna be here? I can't breathe. Why does she smell like buffalo wings? Right? There was one time where she was straddling him like this,
oh, no.
beating him in the face with her titties. Just. I don't think you're getting the right visual. Okay. Guys, this isn't 5'2", 110-pound, bink, titties. This is 6 foot, 250. Just.
Oh, God.
Titties. That's how big her titties were. They made that noise through the air. It was like being hit with a tit missile. Just. Dude had a swollen eye from titty punches. You'd never seen that in the history of fucking never ever. I'll tell you that right now. So she thinks her job is done, right? She walks over here to this side of the room. My buddy gets up mad. You know when you can tell someone is mad where they never take their eyes off of that thing they're mad at? So he gets up and he walks away from her like this. And then something in him just snapped. And he just looks at her and he goes, I'm gonna fuck you up. And like a wave of calm crashed over her, like serious, like Bruce Lee, Enter the Dragon calm. She was just like,
oh, Lord.
and they ran at each other.
Oh.
Guys, you understand what's happening? They're fucking fighting for real now. It's the best gift I've ever given to myself ever. Are you kidding me? They're running at each other. I'm like, I don't even know how this is gonna end. Oh my God. Right? They're running at each other, and my buddy was mad. And he screamed, I want to take you down! Running at each other, full speed. And he ran into her. I'm gonna tell you something. He really did try to take her down. I'll tell you what. He did not.
I was gonna say, probably not.
All I can tell you is that when his little body hit hers, she kind of absorbed him for a second, and he disappeared. I was like, where the fuck did he go? And then she just boom, shot him out across the room. Boom, and he slid on the floor, and one of my friends ran up to him and went, that just fucking happened to you!
There we go again. Another ad. Sorry, gonna go back a little bit.
And she was mad that he challenged her or something. So she goes to us, you want to see my finishing move? You want me to finish him? And I grew up with Hulk Hogan and Randy the Macho Man Savage. So I was like, you fucking finish it!
Oh, God.
I didn't know if she was coming off the top rope or dropping a leg or whatever. I wanted to see that shit, right? So she starts to run to him and she was like, finish him? And we go, yeah! She goes, finishing move? And we go, yeah! And she goes, you want to see the finishing move? And we go, yeah!
Oh, no.
And then she sat on his head and we went, no! Not that finishing move, fuck! Guys, his little head disappeared. All you could see were his tiny arms slapping her back like this. Oh, it was a fight for life, I'm telling you that right now. It was the weirdest shit I've ever seen. It was like a reverse birth. It was fucked up.
I was
That's all
going
I'm
to
saying.
say something like that. Probably looked like she was giving birth to him. Oh my gosh.
And here's how you know you pulled a good practical joke. A good practical joke is a joke that continues to pay dividends long after the joke is over. So, like a month and a half after the wedding, after the party, 2 weeks before the wedding, I ran into his dad. And his dad goes, hey, you're not coming to the wedding? I was uninvited to the wedding, by the way. Totally worth it, totally worth it.
Oh my God.
You guys want to see how he uninvited me? This is my favorite part. This is how he uninvited me. She just got off of him. And he stands up and he goes, you're not coming to the wedding! So here's how his dad goes, you're not coming to the wedding? I go, no. And he goes, why not? And I said, Tim didn't tell you? And he said, no. And I go, well, do you got a couple minutes? Sit down, sit down. And then his dad used that story as his best man speech at the wedding.
I knew it. I knew he was going to say that.
Fucking winner.
That's funny. That's funny. I had a feeling right before he said it that he was going to say his dad gave that, told the story at the wedding. Oh my gosh. You know what I wonder? I wonder if they're still friends at all. Like, I mean, you know what? Here's the thing though. Like guys in general, they don't hold on to stuff. Like they don't generally hold grudges over things like that. Now, granted, that was a pretty messed up thing to do to his friend. At the same time, though, look, he warned his friend, and his friend walked right into it. Now, you would think that his friend would know better, because if they've known each other for any extended amount of time, surely he would know that Josh is into some messed up stuff, like likes to watch weird things. And so I don't see how this came as such a surprise. And he told him, like I said, he warned him, and he was like, no, I want you to. So, I mean, I guess I wonder if his friend changed his mind and invited him to the wedding anyway. He doesn't say, but it kind of surprised me that his friend would be like, absolutely not, you're not coming to the wedding, and actually stick with it, is what I mean. Like I could see him saying that in a moment of annoyance or whatever, but to stick with it, I wonder if that really happened. I'm really curious now to know more of the situation and whether or not these two are still friends. I don't know if anybody knows. I don't know if he's ever talked about this in any other, setting or whatever, and has given more information. But see, these are things that intrigue me. Like I like to know more detail. It's kind of like when I discover a new person, whether it's an actor or a comedian or singer or whatever, and there's something about them that, like it makes me curious to know more about them. I'm curious to know more about this story. That's pretty funny. You know, it would have been awesome. I think I mentioned towards the beginning is if he had actually videotaped this whole thing. Oh my gosh. No, their friendship might have been completely done if he did that. Maybe. But anyway, getting back to what I was saying about how guys don't they don't hold grudges. It's usually women that hold long-standing grudges. So I would be surprised if they're not friends anymore. It's probably still a sore spot between them. Can you imagine? His friend probably felt completely humiliated, and that is humiliating. But he was warned. So, anyway. Okay, well, that was funny. I don't have a lot of extra stuff to add. It was just a funny story. But I'm curious to check out more of his stuff because, like I said, I've never heard of him before. This was my first exposure to him. His facial expressions are pretty funny. That cracked me up watching him, and I could just imagine the scene playing out, which that was entertaining. I'm just looking here at his best practical joke uncensored. So he must have told this. He must have told this in other settings because they've got an uncensored one here. And then taking edibles from strangers. Okay. Anyway, I did see when I was getting ready to, before I was getting ready to start recording, I did see he pinned a comment on this video thanking people for the outpouring of support and response or whatever to his this bit here. So I guess it was pretty popular. I don't remember how many views it said it has, and I don't remember what the date is of this thing, how old this is, but I wonder if he's like well, no. I mean, I wonder if he's primarily a YouTube personality. Like, I mean, he obviously he does this stuff at comedy clubs. You can tell by the setting, but I wonder if this is where he does a lot of his. Well, yeah, he puts a lot of it. Yeah, puts a lot of his stuff up. I feel like I need to edit that out because that makes no sense at all. What I was saying. Sorry, it's not even midnight yet. Well, it's 4 minutes to midnight. So I was going to say I can't really use the excuse of it being so late for not making any sense at all. But anyway, yeah, I'll keep this guy on my list and I'll check out some more of his stuff. If there's anything else in particular of his, something specific that you think I should check out, before anything else, whatever else he's got on his channel, because I'm going to assume that his channel might be the best source to go for some of his material. And I like to go to the original source if I can, but sometimes I can't. But anyway, okay, well, that was fun. I'm going to move on to another video, I think, before I don't know. It's getting kind of late. Maybe I won't. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Okay, you guys.